Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, I hope all you dads had a great Father's Day out there. I know I did. I spent it with family, my kids, as well as my grandkids, so you can't ask for anything better, other than maybe being on the lake at the same time with all your family. And I know some of you did, based upon how busy we were both Saturday and Sunday. And the good thing is the weather really cooperated for much of eastern South Dakota and the tri-state area, and the fish did as well. As far as the walleye bite is concerned up in the northeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes and continue to include Waubay, Bitter, South Rush, a few being caught at Opitz, as well as Big Stone, East Crouse, I should say, Oak, Grass, Indian Springs, and then also Reed. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes included Poncet, Thompson, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Whitewood, a few being caught also at Sinai, Madison, Brant, and Vermilion, and then also Twin Lake. And remember, Twin Lakes is the trophy lake where, again, in order to keep a walleye, it needs to be 28 inches or larger. As far as, bite in northwest Iowa, a lot of people have been asking about it. Big Spirit continues to do well for the walleyes, and some really nice walleyes being caught out of there. And then the Missouri River continues to do well. Up and down the river, I think a little bit smaller fish down at the Platte, and the further north you go, the bite and the size gets to be better, especially on Lake Oahe, to say the least. Now, what has been a lot of people been using? Some of the hottest things that have been going on right now has been some of the swim baits. And this time of year, you would think that would be switching over a little bit, and I think we're seeing signs of that here real quick. But some of the better swim baits that people have been using this past week have been the Power Bait Champ Swimmers by Berkley. This is the pearl color. They come in a number of different colors. As far as the size is concerned, this is the 3-inch variety, and that's been the most popular, so that's been good. But also there's been a reoccurring theme as far as color is concerned lately. It's been more red. A lot of people have had a lot of luck with red, and that also includes plastic swim baits. This is the Crush City Mayor plastics. This is the red crawl version. This one has been doing really well across the area. And again, it's that red colored theme, and it carries on into crankbaits. A lot of people now, as I mentioned, are starting to switch over to more of a summer presentation with pulling crankbaits, and have gone into a little bit larger size as far as hornets are concerned, especially some of the deeper bodies of water. This is the DA bomb, the Dakota Angler bomb. It's more of a pink, but it's also got a reddish color to it. That's been doing well in a size 5. The hot crawl from Selmo, the hornet there, you can see, again, a very reddish color in a size 5 has been doing well. And then also in the shad wraps, and the Rapala shad wraps. Our color here is our custom color. This is the hot tamale, and we've talked about this one before, but again, very, very popular and very, very productive this past week. So again, it seems like anything red or pinkish has been doing a little bit better than some of the other colors. Now, that could have been just last week. And so you need to have a little bit of an assortment of all these different types of baits, just in case if it's a different color. And if you know what I mean, it can happen. They can change your mind pretty quick. Now, as far as the perch bite is concerned around the area, it's been picking up a little bit in some areas. The lakes that produce perch include Waubay, Big Stone, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Dry Lake by Clark as well, and then also Thompson, Poncet, Whitewood, and then also a few being caught at Madison. Now, what have you guys been using? A little bit more of a jig presentation. The Shiny Heine continues to do well. Also jigs and minnows, jigs and small plastics also are doing well. So again, keep that in mind this upcoming week. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about something that we haven't talked about before, and that's hard to believe after all these years, but it's something with a different twist to it. It's what we call power corking, or some people call it bobber scoping, some people call it sharpshooting. But what it is using bobbers alongside of your new type of electronics, especially your forward-facing sonars. That's where it's really gotten its popularity, but you don't need to just have a lot forward-facing sonar to do this. You can use your existing electronics to help you out as well, because all power corking is basically putting the bait in the strike zone in front of the fish where you know the fish is at by using your electronics. You're either your side imaging, but more so your forward-facing sonars. So there's a number of companies that have come out with bobbers specifically with power corking in mind. One of the original ones that have been out for a long time, it's the original wobble bobber by Phil. It's been very popular, and the shape obviously makes it a little bit more aerodynamic, and so it can cast a little bit further and pinpoint your exact cast. Now last year, Kalen's came out with the sharpshoot bobber. Again, we couldn't keep this thing in stock last year. And it continues to be very, very popular, to say the least, and it also comes in a kit with jigs and weights to make it a complete sharpshooting kit. Now this year, again, Phil came out with a new bobber. It's called the Sharpshooting Float, and we just got these in not too long ago. It looks more like a dart, if you will, but keep that in mind, because that's what you're going to do, is you're going to cast this thing, and using the aerodynamic features of this float, it will allow it to be placed right where you want it. So your cast is ultimately right where you want it by using your forward-facing sonars or your side imaging, but your electronics will help you out tremendously. And so watch this video to give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. Some people call it bobber scoping, others call it power corking. All we're doing is using the live scope, marking the fish, and using the bobber to put it right in front of them. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, all you have to do is send it to me, and you can do so by sending it to todd@dakotaangler.com. And before we end this week's report, I want to remind you folks that if you cannot make it to the store here in Sioux Falls, all you have to do is go to our website at dakotaangler.com, because everything that is on the store floor is on our website, and we will ship it out to you immediately. And that also includes a lot of the sales and promotions that we do throughout the entire year as well. So again, I encourage you to shop with us online if you can't make it here to the store. If you can make it to the store, we appreciate the support as always, and please let us know that you continue to watch the report. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, and always stay healthy and stay safe.